Hey chums! Greetings from Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are here today over at Jumbo House because we have a reservation at Jiko, which reopened not too long ago. And I'm so excited to try this restaurant because I've heard such amazing things about it. That it's a lot of people's favorite Disney restaurant.
Same thing that I've heard too, and I'm hoping that it will become my favorite Disney restaurant because I'm always looking for something to one-up the last thing I ate. So let's go inside and get checked in. We are all checked in here at Jiko. Jiko is actually located downstairs just next to Boma. There's Boma, and there's Jiko.
We are all checked in and seated, and this menu is pretty extensive, actually, especially the wine list. It said not all the wines are available right now. This is just part of it. Our hostess that was seating us told us that this is the largest wine room not in South Africa. There are over 150 different types of wine. I may get a glass tonight, I'm not really sure. I am, however, checking out these appetizers and entrees and everything. Sounds absolutely fantastic. They have a wild boar tenderloin for an appetizer that I think we are going to have to go for.
One of the very cool things about this restaurant is the decor. It's very bird themed. Up here, the lights have these little sails in the shapes of birds, which I just think is a cool touch. It's very nice. It's just a really nice looking restaurant here, nice atmosphere. And this fence is very cool. I don't know if you guys can see all around the dining room. There's like this wrought iron fence. And there's even this really cool little plant on the table. They have already brought us bread service. They brought me this Egyptian bread. This one has sesame seeds, and this one is just like a very soft bread. Not really sure of the flavors. I'm going to start with the sesame because I love sesame. And gave me a little bit of, looks like herb butter with it.
The guy wouldn't even let you go order anything. He's like, until the chef comes in.
All right, let's check it out. That is really tasty. That butter is so interesting. I'm trying to figure out what flavor that actually is. I can't quite figure it out though, but it's delicious. They also brought Mel some gluten-free bread, which is very nice of them to do. Did they serve you? Did they give you oil? Does it look like?
Yep, no fancy butter.
I'm sorry, I have a quick question. What flavor is this butter?
It's a goat cheese.
That's what I'm tasting.
Butter mixed.
Okay, excellent.
Kind of blocks
Couldn't
the
place
salt
it. I'm
on
like, what
top.
am I tasting? Okay, thank you. So you heard the man. This is a goat cheese butter. That's the flavor. I'm like, man, there's something in there I can't quite place. Goat cheese.
Appetizers have arrived, and Adam was good enough to let me order 2 appetizers prepared gluten-free so that we could share them. So the first thing that we have over here is a scallop, and over with the scallop there is blistered peanuts, something I believe that's pronounced nopi, chestnut cream, fennel apple slaw, and a cider reduction. And then the other thing that we ordered over here was a braid, I think I'm pronouncing that right, braid wild boar tenderloin. So this is going to have chakalaka tomatoes and herb smoked oil. And I am excited to give these a try. I am sure that they are going to be delicious. So I'm going to give the scallop a try over here. See if I can get a little bit of other stuff with that so I have like a nice bite. Wow, that to me is awesome. I love scallops, and I think that this is delicious. This is just such a nice taste to it. There's some sweet stuff that's going on in there, and it goes just really nice with like this this scallop over here. All right, so let's try. What do we have going on over here? Let's get one of these. Very curious. This is definitely considered very like adventurous eating with these flavors. So this almost looks like grits under here. But with that that. I didn't think it was possible, but I like the tenderloin even better than I like the scallop. And usually, I'm always going to, seafood's one of my favorites unless we're talking about filet. But this over here, the boar, I don't even think I've had boar before. That's awesome. This is so good. Entrees have arrived, and this is a gorgeous presentation. Look at this. So what I ordered off of the gluten-free menu over here was the sustained fish. I asked what it was. They said that it was grouper. You see like all these nice colors over here. There's succotash. There's green papaya with this. There's also a citrus butter and a charred tomato oil. So there's just so much going on here, and I'm really excited to give this a try. If how the other food was is any indication of how this is going to be, I am excited. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, look at that. That grouper looks yummy. A little sauce. Delicious.
And for my entree, I decided to get the oak grilled filet mignon. This looks absolutely fantastic. So this wonderful looking dish comes with 4 cheese macaroni, rainbow cauliflower, and chocolate red wine demi-glaze. I can't wait to try this. That just sounds amazing. All right, let's dig in. Oh, it's so soft. This, yeah. This is going to be an epic steak.
That's yours?
That is one of my favorite steaks of all time, within one bite. Not even kidding you. It's cooked to perfection. There's so much flavor there. The char on it is perfect. The sauce on the top is amazing. That little chocolatey kind of flavor. It's there. It's dark, so it's like nice and bitter, which kind of is juxtaposed by the sweetness of the filet. Absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna dig in and try this this macaroni, this pasta, this mac and cheese. I don't know how hot this thing is. It's not too bad. All right, let's give this a shot. That's fantastic too. It's not runny, and that cheese is really, really, I can tell it's like some high quality cheese. It's fantastic. This is a great dish.
We ordered 2 desserts to share, so both of them are prepared gluten-free. The one that I will be tasting is going to be this lovely concoction right here, which is called African drum beats. So not only is this gluten-free, but this one also happens to be plant-based. So this is suitable for your vegan friends that you take out with you to dinner. This is going to have some coconut strawberry beet mousse, chocolate cake, candied beets, and balsamic strawberries. So it looks pretty interesting. I am going to say I don't like beets, so I'm going to hope that I really like this, because beets are sweet, and apparently this has been turned into a lovely mousse with some strawberries. So let's see. Oh, I like how this... Okay, that's interesting. Texturally, this is interesting. It just went right through. And I'll get a little bit of this chocolate cake. It's actually pretty good. So, even though there's beets in this, really the flavor that you're getting is more of that this is just something sweet. And fortunately, I taste a lot more of the berry flavor. So I actually like this. But I'm even more excited about the other dessert that we got that Adam is going to show you.
And that other dessert is the Kilimanjaro. So this is single origin Ghanaian dark chocolate mousse, pistachio financier, pink peppercorn meringue, cocoa nib crunch, and Ras Al Hanout pineapples. That just looks awesome. Sounds awesome, and I can't wait to just dig in. Oh, yep. Look at that. It just comes apart. I'm going to try to get some of this in here for crunch. And a little pineapple. All right, let's see what we can do here. a magical flavor combination. The chocolate is perfect, perfectly chocolatey. The disc that's underneath has a little bit of crunch to it, a little pistachio dust, like that cake, and then the pineapple. That pineapple is really good. Ras Al Hanout is like a seasoning. I'm assuming that's that flavor that I'm tasting. It's almost like cinnamon or nutmeg. It's fantastic.
And right as the server brought the check, he brought us these little fruit gummies. I thought that was very nice of him.
That's so cool. That was an absolutely awesome dinner. So when I made these reservations, I noticed that it's really hard to get a reservation here since then. I was fortunate that I grabbed it as soon as this place reopened, and I'm so glad that I got it. And I'm going to point out something really funny. So my eyes are so bad with small print that I actually thought for the longest time that this place was called Jiko, the Cooking Palace, and it's called the Cooking Place. And I found that out tonight, so that was pretty funny. But as far as the food, that wasn't funny. That food was pretty serious.
Amazing.
The food was pretty awesome.
I would say that's moved into my top 3 on Disney property now, along with Morimoto and Tiffin's. I think this is right up there with those 2 restaurants. Absolutely fantastic. Some of the best food I've had on property. Some of the best food I've had off property. Turns out that South African-inspired fine dining is really good, especially when it's done right. That was awesome.
Yeah, I think this restaurant, the inspiration is both African and Moroccan. The flavors were awesome. I would say this is more adventurous eating, but I don't know. I loved everything that I ate. I mean, even that vegan dessert. I haven't been a vegan in many, many years, so I don't really have a taste for vegan food anymore. But I'm glad that we tried it because that was really good. And as far as the price point here, just to give you an idea, so I would say that the entrees are going to be somewhere in the 40 range to like the 50s. So it's going to give you an idea. It would be to me, those prices, I'd consider it fine dining. But again, it's not really a fine dining type of atmosphere. There's a lot of people dressed very casually because everybody's vacationing, and this is a resort over here at Disney. So you don't have to worry about getting like all crazy to come here for dinner. But
right. If you come from the parks and you get a reservation here, you can just come as you are and you'll be served.
Yeah. And they do take discounts, so if you do have an annual pass or are part of DVC, you can get some money knocked off of your bill, so they do take discounts too.
Yeah, but I think for the money, this restaurant's absolutely worth it. If you want to spend a little more, they also have enhancements that you can buy. We didn't do the enhancements because we already had so much food coming. 2 appetizers, 2 entrees,
I don't
2
think there's
desserts.
any gluten-free enhancements.
And there were no gluten-free enhancements.
Wasn't even on my menu.
So it would have been just me eating the enhancement and her feeling sad. So we didn't do that.
And that happens quite a bit if you've been following our channel for a while now.
Sorry. But yeah, you can get additional enhancements for anywhere between $17 to $25, I think. But maybe we'll come back here and I will try an enhancement next time and make her feel sad, which I feel bad doing, but I mean, it looks so good.
The food was delicious, and if you have a food allergy or food sensitivity, there's plenty of options.
Yes.
Great menu.
Yeah, I would say I highly recommend this restaurant, and I would absolutely come back here and eat again. All right, chums, that's going to do it for us here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Be sure to subscribe to this channel right this second if you've not done so already. Smack that like button, hit the bell icon to receive all notifications every single time we upload a new video. And until next time, we will see you guys at the parks.